Now we're live. That was,
I haven't gotten a notification yet. Ah, there it is.
Yep.
Just got it.
All right, so no one's in the show yet because the old stream, the stream that I started with this morning, failed. I had to start over. So hopefully in just a minute people will start coming back over here. Let me put my microphone in. All right, yes, there are a few people coming in now. Thank you very much for being patient with the technical difficulties. Sometimes it happens. I've said it before, but I do hope that soon I can work on a laptop to where the show will hopefully be a little more controlled. Right now I'm still working through the mobile app, and it's nice, it's really functional, but sometimes it's a little buggy and things happen. So yes, Lucas O'Connor was first in this morning, this show anyway. Perfect. People are coming in, and I want to say welcome to another show, another fun show. It's going to be fun. They're always fun. Even when things are all messed up, they're still fun because we're a community, and I believe that every story counts. I said that wrong. Everyone has a story, and every story counts. Thank you very much for being a part of my story this morning. So let's say the pledge together. We're going to sit up straight, put our hand on our chest, on our hearts, and say, my story matters because I matter.
My story matters because I matter.
You do matter, Kate. Thanks for being
so
here.
Do you.
Thank you for being a great moderator, hanging out with me to help keep the show family friendly and the chat moving along. That goes for all of the moderators here this morning with me. Wheat Tree Bonsai, Inside Kate's Kitchen, that's Kate. And Kilt the Gardener. Who else is here? Is that it right now? Did Robert make it over? Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
My story matters because I matter. That's right. So this Saturday morning show, if you are just joining us or you're playing in replay, it's a time for us to gather together as a family or a community. Yes, I said that with an N because the group on Facebook is the Family Group. We are all fans of the same things, and we hang out like family. So you can check that out. And just know that every Saturday we gather together and discuss things, whatever they are. And it's usually a myriad of things. Did I use that word right? Myriad?
Myriad.
I don't think I've ever actually used that in a sentence, but there it is.
Not in language anyway, maybe in written. Don't forget Patreon.
Yeah. Everybody's got to keep me in line here. So I actually do have some notes that I'm going to be working from. Really, the notes are just a bullet list for me to pay attention to so I can help keep the show moving. It is very important for me to give a big thank you to my Patreon patrons because they are a small group of people that support me financially. That amount of money every month helps me build an account that I can then buy cameras and microphones and tools and things that help make this show possible. So thank you for helping to keep this show running. To my patrons, you guys are amazing. Even though I don't show you enough how amazing you are, but you truly are.
Liz just arrived.
Liz made it in the show, and I saw Liv was here from Norway, or at least she was in the previous one. Did she make it over?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So there's 27 here, so that I can, oh, there she is. Nice to see you all. Finally made it to a Saturday afternoon. So afternoon for you, morning for us. All right, Karen from Kicking It with Karen, JTC Homestead is here. Running through Liz Gore, Happy Pepper, love your Saturday morning get-togethers. Thank you very much. Pine City Apiary. How the dang old bees doing?
Oh, we got our first squirrel.
No way, are you kidding?
Yep.
First squirrel of the morning? Trish.
Yep.
Trish Rivera already with the, was that a $20? You guys are amazing. And there it is. That's the first one of the morning. Let's see, Trish. See who else is here. That was my brain colliding there for a second. Zahira Sophia. Good morning. Lucas O'Connor, first one in this show this morning. Let's see.
You've been challenged.
Uh-oh, a
Lucas
challenge.
O'Connor says, tell me your age and I'll donate $100.
Are you serious?
That's what it said. That's what
Well,
Tree copied over.
I will tell you my age, whether you do $100 or not. It's okay. I am turning 46 this year. I am still a young pup.
Yes, he is. Spoken from the sidekick, will be 70 this year.
Awesome. 70 good years. Or at least 70 years, right?
At least 70 years.
This joke is kind of horrible, but somebody told me this joke once, and I think it's funny. It's not really nice. It's not dirty, but... So
it is family friendly.
It's family friendly. It's family friendly. It just doesn't illustrate like how I really feel about certain things. But this guy said, I've been happily married for 10 years. Been with the same woman for 40.
I understand that. My previous marriage was that way.
Oh, it's funny. It's funny to me, even though I value marriage and I value building that relationship with that one person over time.
Mm-hmm.
But
I've been happily married and with the same person for 8 years.
Wonderful. That's good to hear. You have a good man.
Yes, I do. I waited for him for 20 years, so.
Nice. All right. Let's see. Man, my brain is not working this morning.
Take a drink.
I do need a drink. Patricia Brown, Deborah Westfall. All right. I was just running through the names. My brain is colliding with itself this morning in big ways because I have so many things on my mind, but I'm trying to get focused here.
There's no such a thing as perfect, so calm down.
Yeah, I already know that one. There's no perfect. Ellie Marshall, Susie Bosch. All right, if I forgot or missed your name, forgive me. I was just kind of quickly scrolling through. What's that?
Tree celebrated 40 years with her husband 2 days ago.
Woo! 40.
Congratulations.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes, Wheat Tree Bonsai showing us how it's done. 40 years. And a table full in the woods with 20 years in August.
All right.
That's wonderful.
Ah, there you are. Your next
There
squirrel.
it is. Better late than ever. There it is. It's kind of hard to put these things in using the camera as my mirror. Oh, speaking of camera as mirror, I need to get the cornhole later. We'll set that up later. But only if Kate will do the Jeopardy song again.
Okay. As long as people don't give me trouble about saying duty.
Doody-doo. Yeah.
Oh.
Susie, I'm sorry to hear that. 30 years is a good long run, and I'm glad you had that time.
My former husband and I were married 36 before he passed away in 2003.
Yeah, it's tough.
Mm-hmm.
But 36 years, that's wonderful. So I read something yesterday. It said, don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened.
Another one, live 200 knocks.
Woo! 200 knocks. Not sure exactly what that is, but that's okay. I mean, I know what a knock at the Kroners, but need to match those Americans. Right. Boy, you guys are warming up fast. Lots of good squirrels. Yeah, so the quote that I saw yesterday, it says, don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. And when I read that, that's actually by Dr. Seuss.
Mm-hmm.
And when I read that, I was like, that is so good. It's a good reminder for us to not dwell on the things that have gone from our life, but, I mean, in a bad way, but just smile that it actually did happen. So I was encouraged by that. Actually read it on a one of those little portable tissue containers.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So it was like, don't cry, making a
Right.
sort of reference to the tissues, but I thought that was good.
I tell people who have had a loss of someone they've been with for a long time, my heart hurts for your loss, but I celebrate the joy of what was.
That's absolutely, that's beautiful. It's beautiful. because that's a part of our story,
Mm-hmm.
and our stories matter. And it is painful. Losing is painful,
Yes, it
but
is. Yes, it is.
the time that we get to spend, and that's about, the same with pets. Generally, our pets don't live as long as we do. Now
Right.
with
Other than mine.
with the big birds and the tortoises, we're probably going to have those.
Yes.
They're going to see us pass likely,
Right.
but in general, cats, dogs, and other pets don't last for as long as we do. So there's always that time of joy and then time of mourning.
Mm-hmm.
But I like to focus on the joy.
Me too.
Do
Oh, Liv lost one of her aunts today.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Liv. It's tough. Life and death is tough.
Oh, that's cute. Tree says we live in the dash between birth and death.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And I'm glad all of you guys are a part of my dash, because my
Right.
dash is my story and you guys are a part of it. And I am thrilled every time I get the opportunity to share online or in person. For those people who are around to share with me, I get to share my story and be a part of their story as well, because our stories overlap. And you guys, every Saturday, hanging out with me, really just make this part of the story fun. And I appreciate you very much.
John from Table and Full of Wood says hello. He's here now. Instead
Hey,
of Terry.
John, welcome to the show, buddy. So, A Table Full in the Woods, John and Terry, if you're not familiar, are a channel. They do Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and all those things. They have a very interesting story as well. And speaking of stories doing well on YouTube, have you guys checked out Kate's channel? She's up to over 1,200 subscribers now. In how many months, Kate?
9.
9 months. She's just doing really well.
I feel like I birthed 1,200 babies.
That's a lot of babies.
It's a long 9 months. Jackie's here.
All right, Carl made it back.
Excellent.
Good morning, my sweet child of mine. I think there's a song called that, Sweet Child of Mine.
Yes, there is.
I know there is.
I used to sing that in karaoke.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I sang all kinds of things in karaoke.
I've never done karaoke. I need to, because I mentioned I think in January how I want to start doing things that take me out of my comfort zone to get over some fears. And one of the fears I have is public performance, speaking and performing. And singing for sure, because I don't really have that talent. But if I can get up and do something I'm not really great at in front of a crowd, that would just bust all kinds of bubbles. And I would like to do that sometime. I mean, I actually am scared to death to do it, but that's why I would like to do it sometime.
Well, when I started doing karaoke...
Hey, there's another one.
Oh, cool.
Getting squirrely.
When I started doing karaoke, I was very afraid. I did it one night, and for the next 3 years, I did it every night of the week.
Woo!
I can say I was hooked.
Luke, are you going to join us? Yes? Come on, bud. You can sit between Kate and I. Come around here. Luke's going to join us this morning because his friend, his massage therapist that's generally hanging out with him on Saturday mornings, rescheduled for another time. So we're gonna do the Luke update. Bo just tried peanut butter for the first time. That's always fun when babies try, not babies, but little, well, I guess Bo's still a baby. They try peanut butter. All right. Luke is in the show. Can you tell everybody hello?
Hello.
Come on, bud. Come on, bud. So, Luke is not...
Hey, buddy.
Nice.
Good morning.
He's focusing on using his mouth. So we're going to chat about and with Luke for a minute. and then he'll be able to go on and do the things that he wants to do, which is take care of the chickens and whatever else farm duties there are. So Luke this week got to go to a dance lesson. He goes every week, but if you have been following the story, you know that the instructor, 3-4 weeks ago, had a heart attack.
Oh my.
I don't remember, but he went into the hospital, so that was kind of a big deal for Luke because he absolutely adores this instructor. And so over a time period of recovery, he's been out, and last night he visited was it last night? Thursday night, not last night. Thursday night, this instructor visited. He didn't dance, right? But he came to visit to let everybody know that he's doing well. And Luke took a sign to Mr. Patrick, the dance instructor, had all kinds of, nice messages on it and a few pictures. And Luke was just beaming with joy because he was going to get to see Patrick and show him that sign. And so, do you want to tell him about it? You want to say anything about that?
Like dancing with Patrick.
I like dancing with Patrick. Yep. So Patrick was very happy to see Luke. In fact, I believe the story was Patrick says that one of the reasons he came back was to see Luke. And
Aw, that's nice.
yeah, very nice. So Luke was just grinning
Got a
ear to
good friend.
ear. And so Luke also shared the sign with the other members of the dance group, the class, and everybody got to sign it and hand it off. And it was just a nice thing that they all got to participate in, and Luke just loved it.
Did it make you happy to see Patrick? Patrick was happy to see you too.
Sometime Patrick's gonna dance again, and you'll get to see him dance and dance with him again.
What's your favorite song to dance to?
Super Shuffle.
Yeah, at the end of the dance class, they always do the Cupid Shuffle just for Luke, because Luke likes to dance to that song.
The stupid shuffle?
Cupid Shuffle.
Oh, okay. I knew my ears weren't working right.
The Stupid Shuffle. That's how I look. That's my song.
That's the way I dance too.
When I do the Cupid Shuffle, it looks more like the Stupid Shuffle.
Luke, tell the viewers what you're gonna do Monday.
Ooh, Luke, what are you doing Monday?
Seeing Jennifer.
No.
No, Monday.
You're gonna go somewhere.
Where are you going Monday? Come on, you know what you're doing Monday.
See Ellie.
We're gonna get on a plane.
Wow, how cool. How cool.
Where's that plane gonna take?
Luke is going on an airplane. That was a dog in the background. That was not me.
He's chewing grass.
So Luke and Mama Kirbs, Luke, and Luke's brother are all getting on an airplane and going
Florida.
to Florida. That's right. Because one of the things that we have done several times in Luke's life is for him to do a therapy session or an interaction session with dolphins. And those opportunities, every time Luke has expressed extreme joy
I like to.
and
too.
smiles and talks and just engages with the world in ways that he does not normally do. Like right now, you can see he's kind of trapped in his shell a little bit. It's a
just
lot.
shy.
It's a lot of effort for him to come out. But when he gets an opportunity to hang out with dolphins, he really comes out. And so he's gonna. It's a 5 days he's going to be interacting with dolphins.
That's so
Every
neat.
other dolphin opportunity we've had has been only an hour, 30 minutes. It's
Will they let him
Yeah.
go in the water with them?
I think normally they're around 30
They
minutes
do?
long. Well, the one we did in
How
Florida
cool.
was a
I've
whole
never
hour,
been
I
able to do
think.
anything but pet him.
Anyway, they're less than an hour.
So it's 1 hour classroom time and 1 hour in the water with the dolphins.
For 5 days. So 5 days in a
Oh, I'm
row,
so
they're going to
jealous.
do 1 hour of classroom learning about dolphins, and then 1 hour in the water. So 5 days in a row, 1 hour in the water with dolphins. That's going to be amazing.
Luke was blessed with a scholarship.
Yes. We applied for a scholarship. The actual program is a little pricey, but we applied for a scholarship and did receive that scholarship. So that gives us the opportunity to let Luke go and hang out and do something just wonderful that hopefully we get to see. Now, I'm not going to be there, but Mama Kirbs is going to be there. She's going to take lots of photos and video. Hopefully that will end up on the Life with Luke channel. If you're not following that channel already, there's not a lot of videos that go there, but occasionally we try to put something out that shows something in Luke's life. And I believe the dolphin therapy is going to be, and it has to
Everything
be,
is
it has to
sunny.
be a video.
Sunday, Jennifer's going to come see you tomorrow. She's got to massage you before you get on that plane.
Yep. You want to tell them anything else? Nope.
Maybe I'll see you next week on your birthday.
We'll see you next week.
Look in the camera and say, I'll see you next week.
See you next week.
It'll be your birthday.
Oh, how neat.
Ooh, Luke's going to turn 22.
22. Wow, that's amazing.
What day do you turn 22?
On
May what?
May 4th.
May the 4th be with you. My son Luke. Get the reference?
That's awesome. That is
Are you done? Okay, he's done.
You're not chatty?
This is Luke, not Chatty Cathy. He's out. Thank you, Luke, for joining us.
See you later.
Let me get back in the shade. There we go.
Now we're back.
Now we're back.
He is doing so well.
He's doing great. Mary Stone sent through PayPal. Thank you very much, Mary. I appreciate that. I have actually several people now that choose that method of helping the farm financially. One of my Patreon patrons recently dropped off a Patreon for different, people are leaving Patreon for different reasons, and that's cool. But this person contacted me later and said, I'm going to continue giving through PayPal because he appreciates the mission and the message, but he just didn't want to be on that platform anymore. So I can appreciate, him doing that, and I definitely thank you. Anyone who chooses to give in any way, whether it's but anyone that gives encouragement, comments, interaction, community, financial gifts. Some people deliver cards in the mail to the post office box. All of those things are wonderful, supportive, and encouraging. Really encouraging.
You're talking to a Texan.
Yes. My Hoosier background and my Texan sometimes collide, and it comes out a little wrong, but. All right, wonderful. Let's see, where are we? Oh no, Mama Kirb's bringing the cuteness.
Oh, cool.
And
How
baby
cool.
chicks. See what I did there?
And a baby duck. I love the baby duck.
Tiniest baby duck.
This is a teeny tiny baby duck. You want to hold the duck?
Yes.
Ooh, that's a tiny one. That's not an Australian, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it is an Australian. Why'd we hatch another Australian?
Oh, they're so cute.
That was oops.
Look at them.
Look at the
Look at
size.
them.
They're almost the same size. Look at that tiny little beak.
Oh, they're so precious.
That's in the
One
claw.
day I will have some of you guys.
Yeah. But
One day I will.
Aww.
Look at the feet.
You got poopy butt.
Yes, you got a little poops. But they got very feathery feet.
So cute.
This is one of our silkies. So it was really cute yesterday. We moved. We like to take the babies out and put them on grass during the day so they can be normal chickens. And we have one nanny hen that sits in there with them and takes care of them and keeps them warm. But then later in the day, we take them and move them back onto the back porch in the brooder so that they could be safe and protected.
Just precious.
Well, one of the babies yesterday, I don't know if it was this one or another one, evaded Mama Kirbs and got left out. And that can be dangerous because these little chicks, they get cold or they get snatched up by predators, whatever. Well, it was probably 2 hours later, and I went out there, and this chick comes running up to me in the yard, peep, 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 peep. And I was like, where did you come from? And it turned out that it just somehow didn't get into the brooder, but came right up to me, let me pick it up, and I put it in the brooder, and all was well. Aren't they adorable? Mama Kirbs loves her silkies. And Daddykirbs girl loves her baby ducks.
Look at that.
Yeah,
Look at that.
yeah.
Isn't that precious?
We do not need any more Australian spotteds, but that one was an oopsie. Probably not really an oopsie. Got snuck in, probably.
What did you say?
I said that it probably wasn't really an oopsie accident. One of the eggs probably got snuck into the under a mama hen or something.
I have a feeling that Daddykirbs girl might have had a little bit to do with that.
She
maybe.
may have. I don't know. All right, let me scroll through and see what's going on here.
I'm trying to keep you warm, little one.
22. Oh, 22, the age. I'm like, what's 22?
You want to hold him or give him back?
I'm gonna let you take it back because I can't operate here.
And I can't type one. I've got both hands busy holding a duck.
But look how tiny that is.
I know, it's just.
Look at those little feet. So tiny.
Where's my mama? They are pretty adorable.
And they're friends.
All right, mama. Yep, the cuteness is overwhelming. I could just cry. Happy says, can you have automatic donations in PayPal like on Patreon? I don't know. I'd have to check that out. There is the PayPal link. It's PayPal me, Daddykirbs / whatever it is.
Yeah, I think
But-
it's PayPal me Daddykirbs farm.
Let's see here. Bad chick. Yeah, the rebel. Preoccupied with exploring. That's right. And the chick, I'm going to say she because we hope all of the chicks turn out to be females, but she did fine. She was running around the backyard, barely taller than the blades of grass, and just jumping through the grass, peep, peep, peep. And she seemed pretty happy to see me.
Hilton says he thinks that you can do an automatic deduction through PayPal, and Wheatree says yes.
Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty cool. I don't know that much about how that works on PayPal. But I do appreciate anyone that chooses to support the farm like that. There's a lot of things that go on here that doesn't get communicated very well, but just the people who come to the farm and get to interact and you know, the local community, sometimes we don't open it up. By all means, we just don't. I got half my face in sun, half in. That's why I'm leaning in.
That sun is getting ready to get us both real good.
Yep. I'll have my green stalks over this shoulder. Green Stalk Gardens. By the way, if you want to garden and you feel like you can't get out and garden in a regular, you know, soil bed, raised bed, because of the amount of work it takes to get up and down and spread things out, that's a real challenge for a lot of people. I'm not just making that up. Kate expresses that. My mom this year had to go to this style of gardening because she couldn't get on the ground anymore. And this is just one way for people to garden in small spaces. Those who have limited mobility and limited space can grow in these. Now the ducks are coming. These are beautifully designed containers that stack, and each tier, there's multiple tiers here, 1, 2, 3, 4 on each of those towers there. Each tier has 6 very deep pockets with lots of root growing space that will give you the opportunity to grow your own food on a deck, a patio, right out your back door, whatever. So give that a look. Go to the Greenstock link that's probably already up.
Yes, it has been.
Has been up several times probably. And because you are here with me, you can use the Daddykirbs code and get a little discount to help you get started faster. Greenstock Gardens is a family-run company out of Kentucky or Tennessee. One of the two. I always forget which of those two. But anyway, a beautiful family that came up with that design, and now they're working as a family to share that style of gardening with people all over. Karen says trying to get her husband on board with the Greenstock. Yep, it's good stuff. Wow, Harry, the dog,
Puppy dog having problems.
is not having a good morning.
He needs to eat more grass.
Yeah.
That sounds funny, but that's what we do when Nacho gets an upset stomach. We let him out to eat grass, and
Yeah,
it seems to
that way it
helps him
get it
rid
out.
of it. Yeah.
So I do want to mention too, what are we in, 31 minutes in. Those of you who already have sent your self-addressed envelope to the post office box, and you have your stickers, thank you very much. You know, I'm giving you the stickers, but I appreciate you getting them and displaying them, putting them on your mugs. There you go. That was the double mug show right there. On your
Double mug shot.
mug shot. That's right. Putting them on your mugs, on your laptops, on my daughter actually has one on her trash can in her kitchen. I put it there, and she never took it off. So that's just another place, anywhere, on your refrigerator, on your car windows, whatever you can do to show support by having the stickers. It's fun, and I appreciate you wanting to do that. So that is a self-addressed and self-stamped envelope to the Daddykirbs post office box, posted there by Wheat Tree Bonsai. Send that, and I will return stickers to you. And yes.
Guilty Garden says we should get Daddykirbs mug shots with the stickers.
So instead of the numbers, I can do.
There you go.
All right. Yeah, Tim's got one on his wheelchair. Food forest permaculture, off to the natural forest to do a little forage for some wild foods, and see you all later. Daddykirbs Farm, a homesteading story, fantastic channel, and we enjoy your channel. Thank you so much, Howie, for joining us. You guys are here often, and I appreciate you being a part of this community. Your mug with sticker needs to be in the mug shot. All right, let's do that. I'll give you the... Mug shots are unhappy, right?
Do it again.
Did you give me the bunny ears?
Yeah, but it didn't.
It didn't
camera
show.
Didn't pick it up. Your head's too tall.
My head's too big? I've never
I
really...
said tall. I didn't say big.
That tea is good. This is the cream Earl Grey this morning with honey and cream.
And mine's just good old coffee.
Just
And
coffee.
Lots of it.
I do miss coffee. So the bees last week, you guys noticed, hopefully you saw the video where I pinched the queens and I replaced those. I meant to get out there yesterday to check on the bees. It was a beautiful day, but then also this week you saw that I've been having challenges with the septic. What you didn't get to see is that I also had 2 other plumbing challenges that needed addressed. The pressure regulator on the main line broke, so the pressure in the house was through the roof, like crazy the pressure was amazing. I mean, it made it for a great shower, but all that pressure in the lines is also bad. And we did have one pipe in the driveway that busted, maybe pressure related, maybe not. But that needed fixed, so I needed to dig up a hole in the driveway, which is gravel. And so I mended that. And it turns out that that particular spot was where the main line had a T, and it was going off to a spigot in the yard. So rather than try to figure out how to mend that, because it wasn't going to mend well, I just eliminated that spigot and capped it off. So that spigot's gone, and that spot in the main line is now repaired. And so yesterday I spent pretty much all day dealing with plumbing, to include replacing that pressure regulator, fixing that spot in the driveway, and the septic, trying to figure out the best use. Reading all of your comments, you guys are really great. I asked for comments and suggestions about how that possibly could be repaired, and you guys just gave me all kinds of things to think about, and I am considering a lot of those options. I went ahead and called a professional plumber. They're going to come out on Monday and give me their professional opinion. So I'm going to, they're charging $35 to come out and give a quote on what needs done. So I'm going to pay the $35, listen to what they have to say, consider everything you guys said, and then I'll make a decision on how to repair that. So thank you so much for responding to that call to the community. It's a video that I really wasn't planning on. Obviously, I didn't plan on the septic breaking, but even still, with the broken septic, I wasn't. The video style and format was just different than what I normally do, and I was thinking maybe I shouldn't put it on the channel, but then I thought, why not? We're all in the community. Why not just put it out there and share that concern and make it something to talk about?
Deborah Westfall asked, how is Mama Kirb's bee sting?
I just read that. The bee sting is, the swelling has gone down. She's fine, but she certainly didn't like that. The bee sting swelling's gone, right? I don't want you come over here doing that. Yeah, the swelling's gone. She's fine, but she's not excited to help me again in the bee yard. Like today, I have to go out and check to see if those queens made it, and I think I'm going to be all alone.
I got into my hives yesterday.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And?
We added a waterer, the thing that has the sugar water in it.
Yeah, the front entrance feeder?
No, it actually goes down where a frame goes.
Oh, it's the frame feeder.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they look really good. I saw either 3 or 4 different kinds of honeybees all in the hive together.
Wow.
I saw one that was a black and yellow, one that was a yellow and brown, and I forget what the others were, but they were all in there together.
Wow.
Mr. Mark says that's not unusual. They're very docile. I was out there with no veil, no gloves, no jacket, not just my shorts and my t-shirt and shoes, and they didn't even bump me. I mean, they're so docile. These are the most amazing bees I've ever seen.
Wow. Mine aren't like that.
Well, these are very docile.
Did Mark put that hive in?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And I go stand right in front of it, right at the front door, with no protection, and watch them come and go, and they never even acknowledge that I'm there.
That is really cool. Now, be mindful, that can change.
Yes, I know.
It's really nice when they're docile and they're gentle, and they may be that way for years. But if they replace that queen and you don't know it,
right,
it could turn. So just be aware of that.
Well, that's one thing that he says we need to check on a regular basis, is to be sure the queen is there and that she's healthy and all that sort of thing. So I may be, if with his encouragement and permission, I may be opening up the hive maybe as much as once a week.
Wow. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Is he teaching you how to do the inspections?
Oh, yes.
Wonderful.
Oh, yes. Every time he does anything in the hives, I'm right there. I film it. I watch him. My films don't necessarily turn out very well because there's a lot of wind and noise and
It's
stuff.
not easy to get a good beekeeping video. It's just not.
It really isn't.
For those of you who enjoy the beekeeping videos, you have to know that there's a lot of tension and anxiety and extra noises and camera angle challenges.
Trying to get close without being in the way.
Yeah.
Trying to get close-ups without disturbing the bees, causing them to get angry.
Yep.
There's a lot.
And the bees
of-
don't like cameras.
No, they really don't.
They really don't.
Carl says bees are hard to photograph, period.
Yeah.
The only time I've ever or ever even seen a really good close-up, long time of a bee was when one fell into a soda pop can that David had on the front porch.
Ooh.
He saw the bee fall in there. He turned it out because it was almost empty. The bee came out, and he put the bee on the back of the chair next to him and set up the camera and filmed it as it cleaned its wings and cleaned itself off and then flew away.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
And it was really close, too. You could see everything.
Wow, that's nice. The last time I saw a bee in a soda can was when I was about 11, maybe, and my lips swelled up.
Oh.
Like, it got me. I took a drink and it stung me right there.
Yeah.
And I, for the rest of the day, had this massive
Lump under your lip.
It was horrible. But it's better than getting it in your mouth and getting stung in your throat.
Yes.
Because that could happen too.
David leaves his cans on the front porch when he sits out there. And he usually keeps something on top of it until he's finished, and then he just sets it aside, and he usually leaves like 1/4 of an inch in the bottom.
Yeah.
And sometimes the bees will go in there and get it and come back out with no problem, but sometimes they don't. And when they don't, he turns it over and pours it on this little table that I made for him.
Yep.
And they come out and clean
You
themselves.
clean it right up. Yep. Bees are pretty amazing.
They are.
Did we get 100% watchers versus thumbs up?
Yes, we did.
That
Now
is awesome.
Now it's gone back. It's 41 watching and only 39 thumbs, but for a while it was better.
That's awesome. I missed the first half of the video, what's with the squirrel clips. I'm glad you noticed they were squirrels. So here on this live show, historically I get distracted when somebody gives a super chat and makes me lose my train of thought, whatever. So it has become a thing that super chats are squirrels. And now, whenever I get a super chat, I add a squirrel.
And you just got another one.
I did?
Ronald just gave $2.
There's the squirrel. I'm trying to get it to hold still so you can see it. That's the squirrel charm. And those are added to the hat. When I get 10 charms, I actually change hats to my squirrel hat. Just for fun. It's just something.
There's another one.
No way, are you
Yep.
kidding?
Ronald as well.
No, Ronald with 2 of them?
Mm-hmm.
He's gaming the system.
I think he's working towards 10, so you'll wear the hat.
He's gaming the system.
Mm-hmm.
Any lucky charms? Well, I guess you could consider these all lucky for
There's
me.
a third one.
Because I can't even get that one on there. Thank you, Mr. Ronald. It's good to see you, bud. Yeah, he's gaming it.
Yeah.
That's all right. We know Ronald. We like Ronald.
Freaky, he may not have lucky charms for his hat, but I'm lucky and I've been told I'm charming.
Charming. I love the squirrel hat. Put it on.
Another one.
Adriana. Oh, are you serious?
Yep.
Is that Ronald again?
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Adrienne Martinez says she loves this.
I think it's fun. And I'm glad we're doing
2
it.
more to go.
I'm glad we're doing it on the side of the hats instead of
Another one. Number
banging.
5.
Are you? He's just working.
Ronald.
He's just working. Actually, my hat's not going to come off because I'm pinning it to my hair. Ronald wants you to put the hat on. Spamming the super chats. That's funny. Let's see, what else do I have to talk about on my list? I kinda.
You got the green stock.
I
You
did
got
the green.
septic.
Yep, I did all that. So really, I do. Trish with the dollar. She's finishing it up. That's the last one. Trish got the last squirrel. She stole your glory there, Ronald. And there it is. That's 10 squirrels. Time to change my... I can't. I got to take these off because it's pinned to my head. And Liv even coming up with number 11, making sure the deal is done. I got to take them off. These
Got one extra in there, so.
These are great. There you go. All right, so now that's what I need to do is, oh, that's a great idea. I need to get another squirrel hat. And then if we get more than 10, then possibly whoever my co-host at the time, whether it be a special guest or Kate sitting with me.
Who is not a special guest at all.
Kate is my
Sidekick.
Sidekick. Special meaning not here all the time. Not special as in a better person.
I know.
I make sure.
didn't take offense.
All right, put the hat on. I'm doing it. I'm afraid to take this one off because I need a haircut. Woo!
That's so fun.
I don't know if you guys have seen a close-up. I should make it, get one that I can operate the mouth, like with a little plunger or something. Possible snow here. Oh, snow where? Where's Deborah? The
Deborah
squirrel
and
hat.
Lisa Johnson both have possible snow.
Oh man, I don't know if you guys saw where I was with Bo Brotherton at the Better Together Ranch, and he got to wear the hat, and he expressed, "Wow, that's hot. This hat is warm.
Yeah.
It really is. It heats up fast." I think that material, it's kind of that, I don't know what it is, but that material that just kind of holds in.
Fuzzy.
It's fuzzy, and I think it's that synthetic material that just holds in your heat. I'm leaning forward to keep my...
It is supposed to be a kid's cold weather hat.
It is a kid's hat. It's a good thing I have a small head. And it's kind of cool. They have it designed. You can get them on Amazon, by the way. I should have a link to that.
Fleece. That's what it's called.
Fleece. And I think it's the synthetic fleece, so it actually retains your body heat. So they designed it so that the little fuzzy... Isn't that funny? It's fun. That makes it even warmer, so I'm going to undo that. Oh, there you go. I can do it on top. There, that's even better. Now it looks like one of those little Russian hats.
Wow, a lot of folks are supposed to be getting snow. Happy's even getting it. He's in Colorado.
Are you
We
kidding
had
me?
Northwest Ohio, and I forget now where the other one was.
Ohio, Colorado, Minnesota. Everybody looking at snow?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Oh, now you look Russian in the hat.
I look Russian. Because that's how all Russians talk, right? That's just...
You know, I used to have a friend who was Russian, and she didn't talk that way at all. Of course, she was born and raised in the U.S., so...
Yeah. Well, I'm sure it's that stereotypical Russian voice is absolutely not normal.
They had a thing where you had to put up #1 if they wanted you to sing, and Wheatree says you have to sing now. Apparently, there have been enough people voting.
Wait a minute, who came up with that?
Probably Robert.
I don't have the voice, and I don't know any songs. And I'm going to make up a bunch of excuses.
You know Jesus loved me.
I do.
I mean the song.
I do. Jesus does love me.
Yes,
and
he
gosh,
does.
I haven't sang that song in probably 30 years.
I haven't sung it since yesterday.
Wow.
I find myself humming it all the time.
Nice.
Sing a Russian song in your Russian hat.
In my squirrel.
That's what Kilton says.
God.
Freaky Dick says, sing a song about excuses.
Sing.
I know, do
Sing a song
that. Very good.
about excuses all day long. There you go. I did it.
Sing of happy, not sad.
Yeah, that song, actually, we had to learn that. I think it was the 6th grade.
Oh, my.
And it irritated me as a 6th grader. I got sun in my eyes now.
Mm-hmm.
It irritated me as a 6th grader because, one, I didn't want to sing. And then why would you sing a song about singing? It just didn't make sense to me. So, anyway, I find it cute now, but as a 6th grader, it irritated me.
How about, I'd like to teach the world to sing perfect harmony.
that Coca-Cola?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'd like to give the world a Coke.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
keep it
cornhole.
company.
Yeah, we can play cornhole. Let me go get the,
Is
Where
it
are
anywhere
they?
near? Oh, they're way over there by the ducks.
oh, I can get that.
Okay.
I gotta find the bean bags too, though. I wasn't prepared. I
They're
should be
not in
prepared.
that big blue tote?
I don't think so. I'll be right back.
Okay, he's going to go look. Boy, that sun is really getting bright. I'm glad I'm in the shade. He's got the cornhole board. I don't know whether he's got the bean bags or not. Were the bean bags in the tote?
No. I think they're on the porch.
Okay. Ah, I put it down right, maybe 6 feet behind him. That's cheating, I think. 7 minutes left. Yeah, it's been a really fast hour. Lately, the hours have been going very quickly. Yeah, I know it was a song before the commercial, and then it actually didn't say I'd like to buy the world a Coke in the first song, I don't believe. So, oops, they were not where he thought he was. Now he's got to see if he can find the beanbags somewhere else. We may have to do the cornhole next week. I don't think we can find the beanbags. Normally they're close.
They're right here close.
Yeah, but I don't see them now. Sorry.
Hey, Bryce.
A Bucky's beaver hat? I don't think he got it at Bucky's, though. He might have, but I don't think so. Right now he's gone all the way to the other end of the house to see if he can find those bean bags. One good thing is he's getting his jogging in this morning. Here he comes back and he's got them. Then I have to catch his breath in order to throw those things. Yay, he made it.
I want Bryce to come on. So he can say,
Oh, he's going to pull it back. He must have heard me.
Bryce?
And he's back. Yay, welcome back.
I don't want to be called a cheater.
I told you he heard me.
So Bryce, Espen's friend, who's been here for a few days, just walked by and he says, "Is it explained in your live stream what is on your head?" Because he didn't know. All right, let's see. Mama Curves is trying to get Bryce in the show. So until Bryce decides, with the sun in my eyes and the cornhole over my shoulder, let's see.
Oh, totally missed it.
Nobody saw that. Man,
You made it. It went in the hole.
it did?
It did.
I didn't see it.
Nope, that missed it completely. That's close.
Left-handed, over the shoulder, sun in the eyes.
Almost. Too far.
Oh.
1 out of what, 8?
One on the board, one in. Yeah, out of 8. I feel pretty good about that, actually.
Yeah.
All right. Is Bryce coming out? Did he choose not to? Is he a scaredy cat? How's that for peer pressure? He's not really a peer. He's way younger than I am.
oh, come on. We got to tell him what we did to you last night.
Oh, those the roosters.
Yeah.
Are you joining or no?
Guess so.
All right. Mr. Bryce, come sit in the middle here.
These people last night had me catch a rooster. Boy, was it crazy. I'm kind of a city boy. Right, so when they said, "Oh, there's a rooster loose. Do you like catching roosters?" I said, "I've never tried it, but that sounds so fun."
Uh-oh.
Oh.
It turned out okay, right?
Yeah, I caught it. Not really like I thought it would, like I thought I would, because I don't want to pick up the rooster. I was afraid it would peck at me. See, city boy.
That's
So
right.
I ran it around for a while until it got tired.
I was going to say, how
Then I
far did
picked
you
it
run
up.
in order to catch it?
Not very far, but in a lot of circles.
Yes.
A lot of small circles.
So you had a little bit of an advantage because being that it was already dark,
Mm-hmm.
chickens don't like to go far when it's dark. They like to settle down. So that rooster was probably trying to figure out where to hide rather than run away from you. If it was daytime,
Howdy, Tim.
howdy city kid.
Guilty gardener.
That's right.
Oh, Ron Woodruff wants an instant replay.
Of Bryce catching the rooster. So now when you guys see Bryce in the chat, because he occasionally jumps in, you'll know who he is. He and Espen, not him and Espen. That's correct, right? Grammar? I try to correct my grammar sometimes. He and Espen have been friends for a couple years now, and Bryce has been a guest here on the farm now. Yeah.
There
Maybe.
you go.
It worked.
Too bad you can't hook it to your beard.
You might be able to do that. I trimmed mine off, so I have nothing to...
Yeah.
I shaved
I
mine
shouldn't
off
have
too.
shaved it.
So when I was 19, I had a goatee long enough to braid.
Oh. Yeah, I'm not going to support you on that one, sorry.
And so the funny thing is I had it braided in 4 braids,
Oh, how cool.
and it was 3 inches or so long braided. And I had ferrets. I may have told this story before, but I had a ferret that would run around and would actually snuggle up and sleep with me. And I fell asleep at nighttime, and by the morning that ferret had chewed 2 braids off. So I had 2 braids on one side and little nubs on the other side, so I had to cut it all off. That's before Mama Curbs. Mama Curbs would not have supported sleeping with ferrets.
I don't blame her. My sister used to have ferrets.
They're
No
fun.
way.
They're smelly.
They're fun, but they smell terrible, and I would
Yeah.
not want that smell in my bed.
Yeah, I was a 19-year-old kid.
Yeah, and a boy.
Bryce has a pretty cool grandma.
Bryce,
Oh.
tell us about your grandma, Bryce.
Yeah, so she runs a wildlife sanctuary back in South Carolina where I live. Takes care of all kinds of animals that are in the area. Pretty much all of them. She actually got her first snake a few weeks ago.
Nice.
Amazing.
What kind of snake do you know?
All I know is it was tiny and green, and she poked it with a needle, and I was amazed.
Oh,
She had to give it some medicine.
She gave a snake medicine?
Yes,
Wow.
she was healing the baby snake. But she takes in anything that walks and breathes around, aside from surprisingly cats and dogs. You'd think that would be the first thing, but
She doesn't
no,
You
she
think
has
spiders?
another person who gets them. She'll give them to them. But Paws Animal Wildlife Sanctuary. Her name is Mac or Mercedes. You can look her up on Facebook. Should just be Paws Animal Wildlife Sanctuary in South Carolina. Lawrence.
Nice.
Very good page, even if you don't feel like doing much to support it. They're just very nice posts to
That
have
is
on your
cool.
news feed.
So if you're in the South Carolina area, and you happen to have wildlife that needs rescued, that would be a good page to follow
Yes,
so that you know who to contact.
they have numbers. They're available almost all day. They do very good work there.
Very cool. And that's your grandmother.
Yes,
Wow. How exciting. Very cool.
I've been feeding deer since I was very young.
does she take in spiders?
I should have made some little addendums to that. No.
No
If it-
spiders.
If it's not a bug.
So snakes, raccoons, possums,
Raccoons, possum, yeah. Mostly
Squirrels.
deer.
Deer.
Deer in
deer.
our area, white-tailed deer.
Moose? Do they have moose in
We
that
don't have
photo?
moose.
Okay.
We don't have meese.
No mooses?
Mice.
Mice? Meese?
Moose-eye?
Oh, you do.
No
Moose-eye.
mises. Moose and mises.
Mises?
Very cool. Well, Carl said put the link on here. I don't have the link, so
My phone's
somebody else.
inside.
Maybe you can add. Well, you can't add links to the chat.
I can send it to you if you want to put it in the description.
Sure.
I'm trying to look it
Oh, I
up
can do
right
that.
now. Pause.
Kate's gonna look it up.
Pause what?
Are you out?
Animal Wildlife
Taken.
Sanctuary.
Okay. See you in a bit. Love ya.
Ah, yeah, that should be it. There it is.
So Kate's gonna drop that link because she just found it on Facebook.
Let's see if this is the right one.
So have you enjoyed hanging out on the Daddykirbs farm, Bryce? Hopefully the
I
answer
have.
is yes.
There is so much interesting to it. I loved it. What I mainly love about it, like I said, I'm a city boy, not a farmer boy, so I can't say I enjoy the farming part of it, but the way it's laid out, the beauty of it, I love exploring it, looking through. Bye. It's a sight. It is a sight.
It is a nice place to be, and I'm not saying that just because it's my farm, but there's a lot about sort of the little nooks and crannies of the farm that's just fun and relaxing.
No, they don't make me work to eat. In fact, I usually go out to eat. They don't have much to eat here, surprisingly.
We don't have much.
Farms.
We don't have much
you're
to
a
eat.
carnivore and they're not.
Right, exactly. People, we're the hard to feed family, and people come here. They're like, "Do you guys ever eat?" Yeah, we don't eat meat. I don't eat wheat. Daddykirbs girl, my daughter is
Close to pure vegan.
She's mostly vegan. Really, the only exception to her vegan lifestyle is that our eggs. She will eat our farm eggs.
Does she eat butter?
She does not eat butter. No
Whoa.
dairy at all.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so, and she is almost wheat-free as well. She hasn't made that 100% commitment. Mama Kirbs doesn't eat meat. Espen gets
Eats
frustrated. He'll eat, and when he comes home, he's like, I'm just going to go out to eat.
Yeah.
Because that was my best Espen voice. I'm just going to go out to eat. Because there's just nothing here for him. Anyone that wants a variety of meat, any meat option, sorry, we don't have it here.
Yeah, they asked me, what do you want to eat Friday? What do you want us to cook? And I thought, well, one of you's gluten-free, one of you's vegan, I'm picky. This doesn't work out.
That's right. Yep. That's just the way it
Next time,
is.
tell them you want a pepperoni pizza and see how they do with that.
Pepperoni pizza would be like all of the things we don't eat.
Exactly.
The wheat, the cheese, the meat.
That's why I said that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Carl, for liking the page.
Awesome. Yeah. Being picky sucks at times.
Yes.
See,
I have to force myself to eat broccoli. It's terrible.
It's terrible forcing yourself, or terrible broccoli's terrible?
Well, first of all, it's terrible that I rarely force myself, and then it's terrible that I force it, and then it's terrible that
You don't like
it's
it.
broccoli. Broccoli is
You don't
horrible. I
like
had to have
little
some
green
at
trees,
Panda.
huh?
Yeah.
Well,
You'd prefer they be out here growing.
I found solace in spinach, though. It's always green, always tastes good, always good for you. Spinach. If you're picky, eat spinach
There you
instead
go.
of lettuce.
I prefer spinach as well,
I love
Lettuce is
spinach.
so often
Except-
white.
except to iceberg. Now, I will not eat most other lettuces.
Yeah,
I just don't care for them. I like the red leaf lettuce, which is a leaf instead of a head,
right.
and iceberg, and that's it.
The lettuce and the green stalk has done pretty well this year, and we've enjoyed picking that off and putting it on food items or having a salad or whatever. I was going to say on sandwiches, but I don't even eat sandwiches anymore.
When I moved back to Texas from Nebraska, I met my youngest niece for the first time, and she was about 3 at the time. And her favorite thing in the whole world was broccoli. Her second favorite thing in the whole world was waffles. So I told her I would make her some broccoli waffles.
Wow.
And that has been a joke between us ever since. She's now in her 20s. And when she comes to San Antonio and comes to visit me, I'm going to make some broccoli waffles. just
Broccoli
for
waffles.
her.
If you don't focus on how to say that, it would be easy to
It
say
comes out strange.
broccoli waffle. At least that's how my mind does it. You know what? We are past an hour, and it has been so much
my
fun. It's time to wrap this up. I think we've worn the squirrel hat out for the day. You guys are amazing. It is really, really fun and encouraging being a part of a community where we can all share stories, because every story matters. We all have a story. Everyone has a story, and every story matters. Even Bryce's story matters.
Oh, even as if I would be an exception otherwise. Even his story.
Even this guy. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us today, this beautiful Saturday. We will talk to you soon.
Bye.